and welcome back to Kenagro online channel. My name is Mildred Kiora, and today we bring you yet another educative farming video right here on Kilimo na Kenagro. Now, today we want to, as always, teach you about farming from crop management and all matters farming. But of course, we have to also hear from our agronomist. Now, today we are in a place called Tharaka Nithi, the Tharaka Nithi County. Now, we're in a place in specific called Irundune, where today our crop of focus is going to be green grams, or what we know as Ndengu. Now, for many people, we think of proteins coming from different types of meat. We never really think about the other things. But did you know that Ndengu has about 25% of proteins? So if you're keen on reducing the amount of meat you're eating, but still you want to be able to get your protein, you can always add Ndengu to your diet. Now today we'll get to meet a farmer who has been doing green grams farming for over 20 years. You can only imagine how much experience he has been able to grasp over those years. We'll get to learn from him what his journey has been like, his challenges, and also what he's been able to do in order to be a successful farmer. We'll also get to meet our agronomist, our resident agronomist right here in Tharaka Nithi, who will be able to teach us about how to go through the challenges from pests to weeds, diseases, and also how to make sure that you do the right nutrition for your green grams. So if you've always wanted to learn about green grams farming right here on Kilimo na Kenagro, today you get to learn. Come, let's go meet the farmer. Mkulima wetu.
Yes.
Habari yako?
Mzuri sana.
Uko salama?
Mimi niko salama kabisa.
Aki, asante sana kwa kuwa na sisi siku ya leo.
Thank you.
Tell us your name na a bit about huku kwenye tuko leo.
Okay, kwa majina mimi naitwa Muriungi. Mimi ni mkaaji wa Tharaka Nithi, Tharaka North Sub County, Tharaka North Irunduni Sub Location. Mimi nimelima Ndengu hapa. Niko na over 20 acres ya Ndengu ndio nalima. Alafu na nashukuru kwa kufika kwenu siku ya leo.
Asante sana kwa kuwa na sisi.
So
umetuambia umefanya ukulima wa Ndengu zaidi ya miaka 20.
Yeah.
Na sasa hivi hapa tuwenye tuko 2025, uko na eka ngapi za Ndengu?
Kwa sasa mwaka wa 2025, lakini kwanza nianze kwa kupipi kidogo. Wakati nianze kulima Ndengu, nilikuwa nalima eka 2, eka 3, lakini nikaona inaniletea mapato mingi. Lakini for now, hii mwaka wa 2025 niko na 20 acres ya Ndengu.
Na sasa umekuwa mkulima maisha yako yote?
Maisha yangu nilianza kulima, nilikuwa nalima Tharaka kwanza, that is cowpeas na sorghum. Then nikaona haileti mapato mzuri. So ndio nika shift, nikaenda kwa green grams. So ndio nasema for now I have over 20 years.
Ya Ndengu in particular. So your main reason for shifting to Ndengu in particular ni mapato yake ni mzuri kabisa.
Mapato yake ni mzuri na pia kuna ready market than other crops.
Yeah. Okay, na sasa hiyo muda yote umekuwa ukifanya ukulima, in as much as I'm sure kumekuwa na so many successes na umeweza kuachieve so much with it. Maybe what have been the challenges?
Kwa kulima Ndengu kwanza nianze pale kwa land preparations. Hatukuangi na shida mingi sana. Hiyo ni mkulima naenda tu kwa shamba yake, anafanya land preparation vizuri. Lakini kutoka hapo ukipanda kuna ndege wanakuja wanaanza kutoa. Unaona ukipiga bila unapanga line zako za Ndengu. Kuna wale ndege wanakuja wanaanza kutoa zile nini. So itabidi ukalisha hiyo Ndengu mpaka mvua inyeshe. Ukifukuza ndio isitoe nini. Alafu kimea pia wale ndege wanafuata kama ina 1 week time. Inaanza kutoa ile wakati inafanya germination. Inaanza kutoa kidogo. Then unapasa pia kukaa kwa shamba mpaka ikupuza kabisa. So challenge nyingine mimi kutoka hapo unaweza patana na mvua kidogo. Unaweza Ndengu ifanye vizuri, lakini wakati kuna mvua kubwa kama wakati huu, Ndengu iko sawa. Unaona jiangalia kwa shamba unaona vile imekomaa vizuri. Alafu sasa ingine ni ile inapatwa na Herbicide Blight.
Na hata ndio nilikuwa nikuulize kwa ugonjwa za Ndengu ni nini
ugonjwa wa baridi. Hii inasumbua. Alafu kuna pest. Nyingine inaitwa kuna thrips, kuna harpins. Hizo zinasumbua sana. Juu sometimes unaona vile dawa wakulima wanapata inaua just mdudu mmoja. Lakini so ile challenge tuko nayo itabidi ununue dawa kadhaa. Ili inaua thrips, ili inaua harpins. So hiyo challenge tutakuanga nayo.
Lakini sasa kabla tufike tukifika hapo kwa wadudu, umemention kwanza blight.
Yeah.
So kwa blight unatumia nini? Nini umetumia kuweza kukombat ya blight?
Kwa blight kuna ile dawa tunatumia inaitwa tabibu. Hii inafanya vizuri sana kutoka Kenagro. Na wiki time kama ilikuwa na hiyo ugonjwa inabadilika kabisa, inakuwa sawa kabisa.
Yeah. Niko curious kujua hiyo thrips mnaita aje hapa kwenye nyumbani?
Kwa lugha nyumbani hapa tunaita kegozi.
Na hiyo sasa unakabiliana nayo vipi?
Hiyo sasa miende tena ikianza kuonekana tunaanza kuipiga dawa. Sometimes ile dawa napiganga mimi natumia Aragon ama kuna nabadilisha na wengine inaitwa Acetac. Naipiga vizuri sana. Lakini nao upaya huyo mdundu ni mjanja sana. So unaona akisikia ukianza kama tuseme unapiga dawa kutoka pande ya chini ukielekea pande ya juu ama saidi najua napiganga kulingana na upepo ile naenda ndio dawa isikirundie. So ile mdundu ndio dawa inaenda pande ile upepo inaenda, akisikia dawa rufu anatoroka.
Kwa hivyo at all times
so pale utaanza ndio utawapata wengi wamekufa, lakini pande hiyo nyingine wakisikia dawa wanatoroka wanaenda. So inakaa kwa muda wa kama wiki moja wiki mbili unafuata wamerudi tena. Ndio sasa tuliona kuna hii sticker ya Kenagro inaitwa Agronomist. Ndio tunaiweka kwa dawa, ndio kipiga kama Ndengu kipiga leo at least inachukua 2 weeks time. So hata ile mdundo kikuja kikula akianza kula Ndengu yako automatically atakufuata. So
vitu tatu nimesikia kutoka kwako ni mwanzo lazima identify at an early stage zikiapia. Secondly, unafaa kukaa ukiangalia at all times. Unakaa ukirudi kwa shamba yako unaangalia. Na alafu sasa uongeze hiyo sticker isaidie.
Actually hivyo umesema ni kweli. Ndio hata kama utapiga dawa utahitaji unaenda kwa shamba yako now and then.
Now that we've heard from the farmer, it's time for us to learn from our resident agronomist here in Tharaka Nithi. He'll be able to teach us about the challenges, including the weeds, pests, diseases, and the ways to be able to combat all of them.
Salama sana.
Karibu sana na asante kwa nasi leo.
Karibu.
Tuambie jina lako, what you do, the area you work in, and the areas you cover.
So my name is Kitonga James. I work for Kenagro as the area agronomist, where I cover from the upper Mount Kenya as well, which includes the county of Embu, Tharaka Nithi, Meru and Isiolo.
So leo tumekuja na tumeongea na farmer na tumeona ako na a very huge land ya green grams na tumesikia from his point of view. Sasa tunataka kulearn kutoka kwako. But maybe before we go into crop management, why is Tharaka, maybe tell us why is Tharaka suitable for green grams? Because mimi hapa ndio nimesikia green grams in large scale. So what about Tharaka Nithi makes it the best place to do green grams farming?
I think the first thing is the weather. You find that green grams mainly do well in semi-arid and arid area. The bigger part of Tharaka is a semi-arid area, and this makes it the best area for the growth of green grams because actually they do well in altitude from 0 to 1600, and even the soil pH should be actually range from 6 to 7.5. Yeah.
What other areas is suitable yenye mtu anaweza pia jaribu na itafanikiwa?
Maybe the areas of Makueni, or Ukambani areas, and some parts of Nyanza. Yes, they can also do well, provided that the area have the ecological conditions that which are required for the growth of the plant.
Yeah. So now let's get into crop management. Where I want us to begin with maybe weeds. Kwa Ndengu. Ni nini the common weeds? Na what would you advise as an agronomist kutoka Kenagro to use to combat?
The most common weeds are the grass family weeds. They are very problematic when it comes to the growing of this crop, the green grams. And we normally advise the farmers during planting, before we plant, a farmer is advised to first do the till, to till the land into fine tilt, and then after germination, you find that sometimes as the crop germinates, even the weeds come up. So as Kenagro, we have a product which solves that challenge of weeds in green grams. we have a product by the name Bisafi. Bisafi is a selective herbicide for green grams, and even it does well in common beans. So we advise the farmer to use it during the early stages of the wind, because actually it clears both the grass family weeds and the broad leaves living along the crops.
Recommend early stages of application.
Yeah.
So maybe between
2 to 3 weeks after the germination of the weeds. Yeah.
Ah.
So we normally use it at a rate of 50 mils in 20 liters. Yeah.
Ah, that's fantastic. Now that is as far as weeds are concerned.
Yeah.
So about let's maybe move into pest management.
Yeah.
First of all, which pests are prone to attack green grams, and what do you use to combat them?
So in green grams farming, we have several pests which attack the crop. We first have aphids. Aphids are a soft-bonded pest, which mainly you find them, they are in green or black in color. The damage they cause in crop is that they suck the sap of the crop, leading to malnutrition. And then sometimes severe sucking may cause the leaves of the crops to curl in a jikunja, or even as they feed on the crop, they produce something that is called honeydew. Honeydew is a substance which is honey-like, which sticks on the leaves. These honeydews later develop into shooty mold, which now will cover the crop, and it will block the green coloring matter, so the crop is unable to do the photosynthesis.
So what products can one use?
To clear to control the aphids, we advise farmers to use a product by the name Acetac. Acetac is a systemic insecticide, which means now when sprayed, it can get into the systems of the crop. The aphids are the sucking pest. During the sucking, they suck that sap with the chemical. So it can kill through that way, or sometimes even through the contact during the sprays. For the shooty mold, to clean the shooty mold after you have cleared the pest, we have a product by the name Protacare. You spray on the crops, and it clears the shoot which has been caused by the pest. Yeah.
So that is pests.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are also diseases that affect green grams farming.
So before we go to diseases, we have several other pests. We have pests like thrips. Thrips, they mainly feed on flowers, where you find that the affected flowers will turn brownish in color, and eventually they fall, which now affect the production, or even if they don't fall, the ability to pollinate is reduced. They don't only feed on flowers, they also feed on the leaves. Yeah. And we have also another pest which affect the ponds. The ponds, we have the pond borers. So for the pond borers, as I said, we have a product by the name Aragon, which has two ingredients, active ingredients. One is labdacyrodrin and the diamodaxam. This mainly it will control the boring pest and even the sucking pest. We use it at a rate of 10 mils in 20 liters. Apart from pond borers, we have other pests like the pond suckers. And in the category of pond suckers, we have a pest by the name giant corridor bug and the green stink bug. These mainly feeds on the ponds, and on the course of sucking the ponds, the ponds get affected, the production reduces, and then the farmer may not be able to achieve the required production that he intended. So those are the major pests that we have in
green grams farming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let's move to the diseases.
Yeah.
What diseases attack green grams and how do you combat them?
The main disease in green grams is powdery mildew, which is characterized by the powdery patches on the leaves, which eventually, if not treated early, it may affect the whole leaves, where eventually the leaves will turn yellowish in color, and later they fall. So without the leaves in the crops, because actually the leaves are the major part which makes the product, the crop to thrive. So that one reduces the nini. And for the control of the same, we have a product called Tabibu. Tabibu is a curative. It will cure and prevent your crop from powdery mildew. And we use it at a rate of 10 mils in 20 liters. And apart from the powdery, we also have rust, which mainly affect the leaves of the same crops. They are characterized by reddish brown patches, on the lower part of the leaves. If not treated, they sometimes also lead to defoliation of the crop, which will eventually affect the production. And for the control of the same, we use the same product, Tabibu. We also have damping off. This is a disease which comes early, in early stages of the growth. Damping off will make the seeds, when planted, not to germinate, to rot before they germinate. And this comes in the cases where you plant the untreated seeds. Not only the seeds, the young plant also. It makes the young plant to dry. And the best control of this is to ensure that a farmer plants the seeds which are treated. We have a very good product for seed treatment by the name Imidaflo. That one you do it before you plant to prevent your product from the damping of disease. We also have another disease which affects green grams. The disease is Bacterial Blight. This one, it mainly affects the leaves. They're characterized by the blotches, big patches on the leaves. This one, for the same case, the Bacterial Blight, we mainly advise the farmer to use copper-based fungicides, which will control very well. And we have a product by the name I-Perion, which is a copper. We advise the farmers to use that mostly whenever they have that problem of bacterial blight.
So we've heard about the weeds and how to control them, the pests and the diseases. But I believe that also equally important is the crop nutrition. So which foliars would you recommend for a farmer of green grams to use to boost the yield of their crop?
One of the foliars, and a very good one, which many of the farmers around use in green grams farming, is our foliar by the name Boot V. Boot V can be used in any stage of crop. What it does is that it helps in stress management in the crop. It provides the crop with both the micro and the macronutrients, which are very essential for the growth of crop. And even it also makes the maturity of the crop to be very fast, to achieve maturity in very short time. So it is a very good one. It is used at a rate of 20 mils and 20 liters.
So is there any other foliar maybe one can combine or add?
Yeah, we have a very good foliar also for the start and the vegetative stage. The foliar by the name Finder. Finder is a compound fertilizer, foliar fertilizer, which has 24 nitrogen percent, 24 phosphorus, and 18 potassium, with also the trace elements. This one mainly will help the crop at early stages. When you spray 1 to 2 weeks after germination, it will assist the crop in root germination. We know the roots development. Roots are very important in crop because this is the area where the crop used to feed. They feed through the leaves. We also have it to encourage the vegetation on the crops. So it is a very good foliar, and they use at a rate of 20 mils in 20 liters. Yeah.
Tumesoma.
Yeah.
We have learned about everything green grams farming, and we are so grateful that you are here for us today na umetufunza. And I believe for anyone who is a green grams farmer already, or anyone who is aspiring to start, leo umejifunza. All thanks to Mr. Gitonga here. So asante sana for being here with us today.
Yeah.
Remember that you can always ask our agronomist about anything green grams farming, and you can contact him via the contact on your screen right here. Now, for more information about our products, be sure to visit our website www.kenagrosuppliers.co.ke. And as always, remember that you can find our products in agrovets close to you across the country. Also, be sure to watch our other videos on all the other crops that we have featured right here on Kenagro online channel to be able to learn more about farming in various aspects. Now, thank you so much for being with us. I've been your host, Mildred Kiora. See you next time on Kilimo na Kenagro.